Peace, everyone. This is gonna be a somewhat a quick stream. Not doing it for the live audience. I'm streaming usually off my schedule, the time that I allocate. But something has been brought down to my attention. This is a few days now, and I chose to ignore it. But sometimes, when you realize that enough people are telling you that you need to speak up, because I have to speak up. I hope my mic works. Let me just double check because I don't think I have an audience right now. But there is a topic that I do want to discuss. So now I just want you guys to know something. And let me see. The mic is working. Peace, guys. Peace, 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 peace. Look, in short, there's a lot of issues that are going around now where I don't know why I need to be dragged into it. I never have made a video refuting a Quran alone believer or somebody that I consider for my community. Now, I want you to consider something. There's a lot of liars in the world. There's a lot of people that lie, right? But they're not talking about the religion. You have people like Trump, you have politicians, you have all sorts of people that look like they're having success in the world, but it's going to be used against them on the day of judgment. But when you're going to talk about the religion of God specifically, and you're saying that you're here to guide people, if you're saying lies about God, serious lies about God, you're not going to succeed. You're going to get closed off, and eventually you're going to quit. That's how it happened every single time. Now, I have this platform not because I wanted a platform. I kept praying to my Lord for a very long time that I wanted to build something so I could present it to my Lord on the day of judgment and say, God, I made this for you. Sorry, Allah, I made this for you. I think sometimes like the name here, that symbol we don't look at, but that's fine. We're going to get into certain things. So I'm here by Allah's permission. I have this by Allah's grace. God put me here. Your Lord put me here. Your Lord put Baba Shuaiba's position where he is. It's not by our own doings. It's not by our own intellect. Now, I just don't understand why that when we're not talking about whatever interpretations people get from the Quran alone community, that's your interpretation. But we don't throw rocks at you. We don't sit and try to antagonize you or go at you. So why is it that we see that a certain group of Quran alone community where we believe that there are brothers and our sisters, yet when we're on the front lines going against our enemies, we're getting rocks thrown from behind us. And when we're saying like, hey, what are you doing? You just want to say that we're disbelievers. Yet every single time I get confronted by you guys actually have no idea what's going on. So I just want to tell you something so that you guys understand what was happening. Some man, he decided to make this whole post about me when I talked about the Hamza because of his interpretation of the Quran. But then watching him and seeing his paranoia, I realized that this man's in deeper water, but subhanAllah, the algorithm wants to keep pushing his information out to people. But I want to show you how sometimes the people that you're learning from, they actually don't have much of knowledge of what they're saying, okay? So this man, Igor from Sola Qurana, after me and Baba Shuaiba did an 8-hour episode, he decided to refute us, to show how misguided we are, right? So just give me 1 second as I put this. Yeah. So this gentleman here, he decided that it's important for him to sit and talk about us in a way that is very damning. Like it's a way that he's painting me as if like all that was left for him to call me Hitler. I'm working for the devil. I'm a Kabbalist. I'm an agent. I'm a Quran believer, but I'm not a Quran believer. He took me out of the religion. And not only me, he took out Sam Garin. He took out Quranic Labs. He took out pretty much most of the people in the Quran alone community, but he's the one who knows. And then he sits and he's describing things from literally his paranoia. Now, let me just share the screen and I'm going to tell you why I don't really like to engage with people like that because of the way that they approach matters. So he made literally a 3-hour stream trying to tell me, and you could see me on the street, on the screen there, and he's going on and on and on about all this stuff that he wants to talk about. And that how we are the ones who are not being loyal to the verses of God, and we have no idea what we're saying, and he's the one who knows it. And that I am not being clear with the Arabic, and that I'm lying that the Quran is not preserved, yet he has absolutely no idea on how the Arabic actually works. It's not modern Arabic, it's not classic Arabic. It's just me as a person who considers him a brother. I used to visit his streams and I used to, like, when he says things positive, I was good job. When he's saying things that are problematic, I just let him be, because I understand in the long run, he's not going to last. All the people that say that there is no ritual prayer, I'm telling you guys, I'm sorry. There's no need for me to refute you. You're not going to last. If you're going to make public da'wah, or sorry, can I say in English? If you're going to do public ministry and call people towards God, and you're not praying, if you do not have a way to stay physically connected to your Lord, then you're not going to last because of the pressure. All of you will eventually quit, because you all quit. I see it in front of me. You guys cannot last the pressure. You guys go in hiatus for 2 years. Nobody hears from you. And then me and Baba Shuaiba, God is giving us the ability to spread our messages. Now you want to make live stream that you need to represent the Quran a little better. What are you talking about? Or who are you talking about? Then show me, represent it. And God is going to give success to whom he wants. And if you're not finding success and if you're not flourishing, then I think maybe what you're saying is incorrect. Now, remember, guys, you have to be very careful from the people that you're getting the information from, because they could sit there and talk whatever they want. But at the end of the day, when there's differentiation, the Arabic is the one that solves it. That's why it's a clear Arabic Quran. Mind you, I'm not saying that you need to know the Arabic at a master level for you to extract the message of the Quran. No. I'm not telling you that you need to know the Arabic word by word and all the grammar rules for you to understand what the Quran is saying, either by translation or by you trying to read what the Arabic is saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you're going to make an interpretation, then you're going to be better. You better make sure that it's aligning to what the book is saying. So I'll show you a very quick example. And again, this is about Iger, not the other individual that's on the screen, okay? But I want to express to you how he has no idea what he's saying when it comes down to the Quran. But this is just a very simple explanation, simple demonstration, but there's many. I'm going to do 3, and then I'm going to defend myself, because I have the right to defend myself. Because if you want to throw rocks, then we'll see what kind of rocks are you throwing, and let's see if you're the one who's actually making sense. So I'm going to put a screen right now. I'm going to add a screen and we can watch it together. Okay. Let's see what this individual, Sola Qurana, wants to say about this verse.
There's no Gabriel here.
No.
So the brother said truth. Let's find the truth. The word Gabriel is not mentioned in the verse, but let's see what he's going to say about this verse. And remember, this whole thing, this started with the concept of the Hamza in the Quran, right? So he should be very clear on the help that he's getting from the Hamza.
The reason they put that in there, because
of this
ra'ahu, yeah, he was.
You see, ra'ahu, like he's reading it as ra'ahu. You see what the word here says? This is ra. This is the Hamza that he loves to talk about, and then this is the alif, and this is the ha. That's ra'ahu. So he read it backwards. He said ra'ahu, and he said that this is mean he did not see him, but he was shown. And he will say that a few times, because this is the interpretation that he's getting from this verse.
Shown it, or shown him.
So
He was shown him, ra'ahu, right?
just like
I'll repeat that one more time for you guys to see.
Okay. Al-ufuq. Another kind of interpretation that he was shown the horizon, al-mubin. This is not just the clear horizon.
He was shown, right? So the word here, he's saying ra'ahu is he was shown. And he said that it's not ra'ahu, it's ra'ahu.
I mean, how could we be so foolish?
and there's no Gabriel here.
No. The reason they put that in there, because
of this
ra'ahu, yeah, he was shown it, or shown.
Okay, but here's the problem. The word that you're looking for is arahu. That's why the Hamza is not actually even important in here, because you can't read this as ra'ahu. There's no word in Arabic that's ra'ahu. And I understand you're a person that wanted to use AI for you to get to your conclusions and how you're guiding. Here's ChatGPT. So you don't have to take my word for it. Ra'ahu, in this ra'ahu, is ra'ahu a word, a proper word in modern Arabic, classical Arabic, or Quranic Arabic? Question mark. Is not a proper word in modern standard Arabic, classical Arabic, or Quranic Arabic. However, it appears like a combination of letter or a typo. The word that you're looking for is not what? Ra'ahu. It's ra'ahu. So I think you're making a mistake here in the actual Arabic and what's being shown. And if you want to know the word that you're looking for, you'll see it in the verses that you pulled up. Wa'arana, wa'arina, yurihim, arini, arina, show us. So when he showed him, right, it's arahu. So that's the first mistake that you're making. Now, the second mistake about you telling me that that when I die and capitalizing God and going through the whole paranoia on your live stream on the way that I say God instead of Allah, well, I think you have an issue realizing that the word Allah is not the full, like law is the name. Al is adatu ta'rif. It's the distinctive article. So if you look here, right? So we can pull up the Quran for you, and you can see that it's not part of the word, I mean the alif lam from Allah. So we can look at this verse together. Lillahu, right here. Lillahil mulku, mulku samawati wal ardi wa ma fihinna. See how this is the word for Allah here. It's not li Allah, it's lillah. The alif got dropped. Why did the alif get dropped if it's part of the name? So it's obvious that this is just like Ar-Rahman, the merciful, the gracious, Ar-Rahim, right? As-Sami', Al-Sami', Allah. Okay, we know what Al is now. It's the, right? You see, it's the. But now we're dropping the alif when there's lillah, to God. So now the thing that we need to understand is what lah is. It's coming from the same root as ilah. Because you can see it, lillahi mulku samawati wal ardi wa ma fihinna. And then in this verse right here, ala lillahi dinul khalis. So for God right here, you see this? That's Allah right there. That's the word Allah. But it's missing an alif. Why is it missing an alif if it's part of his name? Because this is his personal name, right? You can't call him God. You can't call him Dios. You can't call him Bog. You can't call him what his title is in the other languages, right? You can't, because apparently to you, I'm calling upon a devil when the name is right there behind you. You want to say that I'm calling upon a devil when I'm saying Allah. Elohim is calling multiple gods. When we have in the Quran, Allahumma, which is also pluralized, our Lord. Elohim is coming from the same concept, but for the Hebrew, it's a little different. But for you, everyone's a kafir. This is what you keep painting to your people in your stream. Everyone's a disbeliever because you're the one who has the authority to tell us. You talk about things in regards to Fajr. That's a singular Fajr that's going to occur. God talks about a single Nahar and a single Layl, because the Nahar and the Layl, they keep going in a circle, but it's the exact same Layl and it's the exact same Nahar, right? And the Fajr is a singular Fajr that keeps coming around. That's why Al-Fajr. And just like how God says Ar-Rasul, does it mean that there's only one Rasul? وَإِذَا تَبَيَّنَ لَكُم مِّنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَبْيَضُ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ, right? That's Al-Fajr, again, a singular. But it does not mean that it's only coming one time in your life. It means it's a single entity that can repeat. But for you, you want to call us disbelievers because we have ritual prayers. Brother, I don't sit and try to refute guys, or I don't go into this stuff, because the simple truth is you guys don't last. You wanted to attack everybody in the room, and only like 10%, 5% of you are so loyal to the Quran, yet you can't even distinguish the proper Arabic. You're making your own terms up, and then you're saying that this is what it's saying. He was shown the in, and it would have been fi, by the way, it would have been ba, bil ufuq al mubin. But these are concepts to you that are alien, because you really think that you have it figured out. Now, people want to go around and talk about that I'm showing satanic symbols with the eclipse that I'm so. You have no idea how the game of the devil works because you fell into it. We understand. Me and Baba Shuaiba are very aware of the symbols of the devil because we are privy of it, just like you. But we know what the Quran is saying. I don't need to sit here and start to analyze it and see what the devil is trying to mean with these decorations that he's decorating on the land for the people. Because at that point, I'm exerting my mental mind into seeing what the devil is doing. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here using my mental power and trying to see what the devil is trying to do. So now you're dedicating your time to the devil. So he got you trapped, because both me and you know those symbols end up to delusions. They end up to nothing. So you're trying to follow a path of the devil, but using it as believers. Brother, we're very aware of what they do, but we don't sit and exert our energy on what they're painting to the world. No, we exert our energy on what the Quran is saying. So I do put symbols, but because I'm fighting the devil, buddy, I've been in this game a lot longer than you have. I understand the things that they throw at you, and I understand how they want to put you in jail because I've been there. I know how they want to mess with your life because I've been there. I know how they want to shrug you off and you have to leave. Brother, I've been there. I know what they do, and I understand the symbology that they're playing with, the symbols that they're playing with. I'm throwing signs back at them. But this is you not getting it. You start now, you want to call me a cult leader? You want to sit there and tell me that I'm deluded, that I'm sitting here being a Kabbalist while you're taking everyone else out of the religion? Then who are you? You're clearly somebody who's paranoid. This is what you're suffering from, is paranoia and over-criticism, because you think you're guided and God is pushing you more into your delusions. You're going to quit like the rest of them. They all quit because your story eventually will not make sense. And then you're going to sit and wait for something that is literally not going to occur because you lost where Mecca is. I'm literally in Mecca. When I'm making that comment that you want to make fun of me about, as if I'm saying it in their faces, I'm playing with people. No, there's a running joke on my channel because of Shamsi. He thought that he's gonna defeat my position by me not being able to prove where Mecca is in the Quran. Yet Mecca is a very known location because it would be very, very abusive of a Lord that is very forgiving and merciful, right? And he's not oppressive, to tell his servants, go to Mecca and then lock the door for them not to get there. And then God says, I'm free of you if you don't find a way there. Oh, no, find is the knowledge. No, that's not what Sabil means. Sabil is not lack of knowledge. Sabil is lack of way, movement. You can go into the Arabic and you can go start twisting the verses on doing what you want. You're free to do it, brother. I don't sit here and attack you. You've attacked me. You've attacked other people. You've attacked almost the whole community, except a small portion of you. And be my guest. But now I'm telling you, brother, this is the warning for you and to everyone else that says that there is no ritual in the Quran. You're not going to last. It's not possible for you to last. It is not possible for you to go through this world with the confusions that other people do, with all the insults that people throw at you, with how the people train you or treat you, without the discipline that the prayer gives you, that connection. Because you clearly don't have a conscious of God. You're not aware of God because you think you're teaching the religion, but you're not actually putting him in the picture because you're telling him what the verses mean. It's not about God telling it, it's you're telling him what the verses mean. So when I'm telling you, let's reconcile, talk to me, because you're saying a lot of lies about me. You want to block me and you say, oh, why you hate me? I don't care if you hate me or not, but you're saying things about me in public which are completely false. I'm not a Kabbalist. I'm not worshiping the devil. I'm not a disbeliever. I'm not deluding people. I've been working very hard for what I have. And you got your boys here, they want to talk. They don't understand. I pay money for YouTube to put my stuff out because to me, this is my effort. I want people to hear the message. I don't want to sit on YouTube all day. It's not my goal. I work offline more than I do online. Do you understand me? I barely sleep because I love doing what I do for God. But I pay YouTube so that it reaches the audience, because I want to get my mission done and I go to grave. And they could put my gravestone in Arabic. I don't need it to be in English because we don't have capital letters in English. So I don't understand this whole paranoia and all these scenarios that you put in your head and you're trying to apply it to me. You really think that I'm trying to be like Rashad Khalifa, that I'm a cultist? Brother, if you want to talk about numerology, I'm telling you, I had to sit there and fight the devil for 6-8 years. Not only 19 is a bad number, 79 is a bad number, 89 is a bad number, 29 is a bad number, 13 is a bad number, 73 is a bad number. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm already aware of all this nonsense, but it's not things that I need to pursue because I don't need to invest my time in what the devil's doing. I need to invest my time on how to help the world become better people. You gave them nothing of the religion, my buddy. That's why you're going to sit and eventually, like all of them, quit. You're going to quit. So there's no need to sit and go back and forth. But you didn't want to talk, and people keep throwing your video at me and be like, why is this man attacking you? God knows I tried to talk to him, but apparently I'm an agent. Apparently I'm a Kabbalist. Apparently I'm writing God. So now I'm a disbeliever. When I showed you clearly, Lillah, Allah is not, Al is something outside of the name, La, right? Same rule as Ilah. We already covered this. Brother, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know who you're doing, and you shouldn't be attacking your buddies. Me and my close friends, despite us not having the right interpretations to everything, we're working hard on building a community. And I understand I have a brother, Roman. He's building a community of believers united. For me, I understand that there's part of the community where they consider us as enemies because we do ritual prayers, because we do fast, because we do pilgrimage, because we do what we're understanding from the Quran. And we get it. You want to interpret, but we're not calling you disbelievers. We're not saying that you left the religion. We're not saying that you're not my brother, and we're not throwing rocks at you. Do you, dude? Eventually, you'll get what you cooking, and I'll get what I'm cooking. But I don't sit here and throw rocks at you. I don't take you out of the religion. I'm not putting myself as an authority of the religion. I'm trying to get people to come read the book, and they can come go to your channel. I'm advertising your channel. This is publicity for you. And let them, if they start listening to you and they go through their path, the end has already been decreed. And I'm telling you, it's not a good end. You could sit there and wait for your explosion in the northern and the flat world and the firmament and all of this, whatever is going on in your head as a reality. To me, it's irrelevant. It's not what God is wanting me to do. God wanted me to treat my brother correctly. God wanted me to take care of the orphans. God wanted me to take care of old people, the misery. There's so much things that I need to do in the offline world instead of sit here and start to spew things that I have absolutely no idea what I'm saying. And imagine me now learning Russian for a year or 2 years or 3 years, and now starting to try to refute people who've been speaking Russian their whole life. Oh, no, that's you're Russian. No, that's literally what Arabic is. It's got nothing to do with history. And you have absolutely no idea how the Arabic works. I understand how you approach and you have some basics, but it's not what you're saying. You guys, the people that want to say that there's only one root that's applicable for all words, that's not how it works. It works in the majority, but not every single time. Because now you have to explain to me how nahar, day, all right, is sharing the same root as nahar, which is river. Oh, well, no, it's things that gush out. That's interesting. What about shajara, which means fight, and shajara, which means tree? So it's not always a one-to-one fit. We understand that because of the Arabic, when the form is changing, now the position of the word is changing. I understand you want to go into the spatial and temporal and all the other stuff that you have in your head. That's for you, my friend. And whoever wants to agree with you, fine. But I don't sit here and take you out of the religion. But for me, it's very clear. Ritual prayers is something important. And anyone who's not going to perform ritual prayers, you could either sit in the back, as you always do, as most of you will do, and keep doing your thing. Have fun. You're welcome in our community because we're brothers and sisters. Play with your games. Play with your mind games and gymnastic games and what the Quran is saying and all the eschatology that none of you can prove because you don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Even the messenger himself didn't know what's going to happen. But you're now going to make all these connections based upon literally Lion King, right? Or AI. These are the signs. You're playing with the devil at this point. You're not even, you're saying, well, let's see what the devil's doing. And this is why bro, this is paranoia. This is going to get you into a place you never want to go. You don't want to cross me, bro. You don't want to sit here and cross me when I'm literally trying to say that we're on the same side. Don't throw rocks, guys. If you don't want to do ritual prayers, you don't want to do siyam, fine. We're allowing you. We don't have guardian over you, nor can we force you, and we can talk nicely and have a discussion about it. But when you want to sit here and you want to tell us things where we don't agree with, we're not kafirs. I'm not a mushrik for saying that the world is a globe. Oh my God, he said it. I'm not. That doesn't put me in hell. But if you're going to say that God said that the world is flat and it is not flat, you're the one who's in trouble. But I'm not saying you're going to hell. You're the one who's saying lies about God. And guess what? You don't spread. You complain. Someone's complaining, oh, we don't have the reach and we don't have the representation of the Quran. And look what's happening. God is the one who allows you to get spread. Well, no, there's a lot of atheists that's getting spread. Yeah, because God is spreading them for them to build their hell. Do you understand that? God is giving them so that they go. We're not spreading because we want to be spread. We want to spread so that we have something to give for our day of judgment. So don't mix the things. These are verses in the Quran, if you're aware. So I'm not here to step on people's toes. I'm not here to throw rocks. I have a huge thing about Sam Gerrans and what he says, but not once did I sit there and make a video to put him down. I wish he comes back and makes videos. I'll say it. You know why? Because he has his benefits, but I understand how difficult it is without ritual prayers. He might not see it that way, but that's how I see it. God limits you. God quickly limits you. And whatever good you do, you'll get the reward of the good. But when it's time for you to be limited, you're limited. Me and Baba Shuaiba, we're flying, alhamdulillah. all by the God's grace. You want to say the devil's giving that? That's shirk. You want to say that someone else is allowing that? That's shirk. That's shirk. Do you understand that? We attribute that back to our Lord, Allah. Yeah. In Arabic, it's Allah. What is it in Russian? Is it Allah? No, it isn't. I thought it was Bog, right? What is it in Spanish? Dios, right? What about Romanian? Dumnezeu, right? What about Spanish? What about French? You don't think God has a name in all those languages? Because the merciful, we can translate that no problem, right? The hearing, the omniscient, we can translate. But Allah is apparently now a personal name. I'm a kafir for saying the word God. No, I'm not a kafir for saying the word God. I understand how people want to switch the word God and deities and stuff. God literally says the people who called Jesus Allah, they disbelieved. So people place that name Allah on things that are not Allah. Oh, that's shocking. But then now you want to go grab the Arabic grammar and try to force it into the English. It doesn't work there. Like the things like duality. You were talking about two things, but the word was plural. I'm not going to get into the thing. About certain levels. You're saying, well, there's two because it was said twice. But the word was the word was pluralized. It was not in duality. So I want you to be very honest with yourself. If everybody around you, and you're just this small, tiny minority of people who are saying the truth, and we're all disbelievers, then why are you guys not winning? And you could make the video saying that the victory is close, the victory is close, the victory is close. Wait, and I'm waiting with you, bro. But I'm building. I have my actions and you have your actions. I have my deeds and you have your deeds. I'm still considering you a brother and I'm giving you a warning. Not because I want to refute you, but you call me names, which why? You could sit here and go for the thing. Oh, well, no, God says that the Quran is preserved because of this. So I believe that the Hamza was there originally with all the signs that we find now in Hafs. You don't need to sit here and take me out of the religion for the interpretation that I understand from the experiences from what my Lord showed me. And whatever delusions I have is from my own delusions. But you don't think you could have any delusions? So I don't understand what you guys want from me. I don't understand what you guys want. You guys come and you think you're special. But then this individual here, he wants to sit there and laugh. But he's sitting there getting high in Mecca Hajj, right? Like, you see how stupid you guys look? You see how stupid you guys look? Like, he thinks Hajj is somewhere else. He's going in his virtual reality and getting high, because that's what the religion of God teaches you, right? To smoke weed and to think about God. That's all we needed to know. Understand that? From a person with a little bit of wisdom and what God tells us about intoxication and not to pray while you're intoxicated, that's all we needed to know. And how high do you guys get and start thinking about the religion of God? I wonder. Well, anyways, I guess this is a good enough point as a warning. Stop trying to tell everybody out of the religion because you guys think that the world is flat, that there is no ritual prayers, there is no pilgrimage, or Mecca is not known, or Ramadan is not Ramadan, and nothing makes sense anymore, and it's all confusing. And if I'm going to make an interpretation, if the guy next to me is friendly, I will just smile at him, but your interpretation is wrong. And then this is the stuff that they make fun of us about. This is the stuff that they target, because when you look at the material, most of what you're saying is not there. You guys are so into the metaphysical that you forgot the surface level. You guys are nowhere near what the surface level of what the Arabic is saying. Yes, there is deeper and pondering and going deeper in the verses, but you need to know how to get back to the surface level with your interpretations. Don't have fun, guys. You're going to get what you get. So I hope for everyone else that's not upset, right? To remember, people are going to have different interpretations. They're free to have their interpretation. As long as their interpretation is not killing somebody or putting somebody or things where they're going to physically hurt people, those people you have to deal with very quickly, right? But when someone's going to have deeper interpretations, or the world is round, or the world's a waffle, free to have it. Do I have to agree? No, I don't need to agree. Are we brothers and sisters? Yeah, you can have your side of the community. I have mine. It's a beautiful landscape. God will judge between us at the end. Literally what God says in the Quran. But for you, if your interpretation is so important, then just come kill me. Like what's left at that point? If I'm that much of a disbeliever, come kill me. This is what's hilarious. So I understand maybe why you got to this point, Iger or not. Keep throwing your rocks, but this is probably the last time I just honestly, I know you're gonna fail. I'm okay with it. I'm very okay with it, because everybody who did this path before you, they all failed. So enjoy, guys. Yeah, Hafsa's truth, right? You guys are funny. And you guys said things about Baba Shuaiba, which is not true. Baba Shuaiba didn't say Hafsa's 100% right. But you guys like to throw things at me, right? Bro is so mad. Holy Spirit, right? Oh, what? Oh, very Quranic, Manji. Did you figure out if we're mushriks or not? Is the world flat, buddy? you guys are funny. All right, guys. Enjoy yourselves and let your boy there cry. Because yep, that's how failures work. And thank Allah for what he gave me. Enjoy your day.